Hi, I'm Mr. New Jersey. Today, we're going to talk about the largest museum in the state of New Jersey, the Newark Museum. In addition to being large, the Newark Museum is one of the most diverse museums I've been to. Rather than pick a specialty, like science, art, or history, the Newark Museum does all of the above. Let's talk about the art first. The museum has one section that takes you through the art history of the United States, with different rooms representing different influences or periods of American art. There's also art by Native Americans from various regions of the country. Beyond the American art, the museum has art from all over the world: Africa, Asia, the ancient Mediterranean, etc. For me, a highlight is the art dealing with Asian religions. This includes a full Tibetan Buddhist altar consecrated in person by the Dalai Lama. The museum also has a decorative arts section, dealing primarily with household items like jewelry and ceramics. This section includes a place called the Ballantine House, which is a historic house attached directly to the side of the museum, such that you can walk between the main part of the museum and the house without going outside. The house functions both as a continuation of the decorative arts section and as the museum's main history exhibit. It was built in the late 1800s and was home to the Ballantine family. The family made a large fortune in the beer industry, so the house is incredibly ornate, representative of the large fortunes and lavish lifestyles of Gilded Age industrial titans. Another type of art relevant to the museum is film, because the museum hosts the Newark Black Film Festival on some days each summer. The festival seeks to examine the Black experience in America, and features films by Black directors and producers, and the work of Black actors. The festival has been held annually for more than 40 years. Now, let's discuss how science is represented at the museum. There are large display cases about geology, containing really beautiful minerals. There are taxidermy animals representing evolution and different types of organisms. There's an exhibit about continental drift, both how it works and the evidence that demonstrates it is true. For instance, the land that is now New Jersey used to be connected to the land that is now Morocco. I remember one display comparing rock formations in New Jersey's highlands to rock formations in Morocco, suggesting that North America and Africa were once connected before they drifted apart. The museum has discussions of various ecosystems, especially North Jersey ecosystems such as the highlands. As of the making of this video, the museum also has an exhibit about various energy sources and their pros and cons. The science section of the museum includes lots of interactive things that I think would be great for kids. Another key component of the science sections of the museum is the Alice and Leonard Dreyfus Planetarium, which hosts shows about outer space and the stars. It was the first planetarium in New Jersey, though, unfortunately, shows are not included in the price of admission for the museum, so if you want to see a show, you'll have to buy a ticket for it separately. Aside from the exhibits and collections, the museum also hosts lots of programs and events. I'll link the museum's website in the video description so you can find out about upcoming events and get information about directions to the museum's hours, and admission prices. The last thing I want to discuss is the Alice Ransom Dreyfus Memorial Garden, located behind the main part of the museum. The garden includes the Newark Fire Museum, which covers the history of the Newark Fire Department as well as discussing fire safety. The garden also contains the oldest standing schoolhouse in Newark, which dates back to 1784. I have not yet been to the Fire Museum or schoolhouse, so I can't talk about them in any kind of detail, but I wanted you to be aware of them. I hope you've enjoyed this video, but more importantly, I hope you'll visit the Newark Museum. If you will, please like the video and hit the notification bell down below to get notified when I release new videos. To conclude this video, here's a clip of Lieutenant Governor Sheila Oliver in an event at the Newark Museum talking about her experiences going to the museum when she was growing up.